Hello, this is episode 5 on Daily Dose of Dan. Thanks for tuning in and seeing what's up. Be sure to like and subscribe, as you know, because it helps me get to where I need to be to start monetizing the YouTube channel. Anyway, I had someone request to have more information about my cat. Ironically, it wasn't ever supposed to be my cat. It was supposed to be my wife's cat. She was coming home from church one weekend, and she'd found this little kitten on the side of the road and was going to find it a home. At the time, we didn't have any pets, and we're not typically cat people. And I just told her, I was like, you don't know the first rule of cats are whoever touched it last, it's their cat. So I had my doubts that we'd ever be able to find her an actual home. Her eyes were all crusty and nasty, kind of shut. Took her to the vet. The vet said that her eyes had been crusted so long there was a good chance that she'd be blind. So anyway, I told my wife that we couldn't name her because I didn't want to get attached to her, so she was known pretty much as Kitten. And fast forward to today, we now have like a 7 or 8 year old cat named Kitten. When I came home from California after my surgery, I couldn't walk, and I spent a lot of time on a hospital bed in my living room because our master bedroom was upstairs. So anyway, she kept me company. She was a good cat, and she became my cat. And so needless to say, she's Daddy's little princess, and every time she can get a chance to swipe at Mom, she does. But yeah, I'm talking about you. So she's quite the character. She's spoiled rotten. We feed her like in a little blue food ball to help try to keep her weight down, because I think she's pushing 13 pounds, and trying to give her something to do. She's a pretty good mouser. She's killed a couple mice. With us living out in the country, we tend to get mice occasionally. Sometimes she sits behind me. One of these times I'll do my video when she's behind me, so you guys can all see her and see how spoiled she really is. Usually when my wife doesn't get home on time, she'll start whining like, "Where's Mom?" But she spends a lot of her time sleeping, as you do see with most cats. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw it out there that there's cat people out there, and there are people asking about tell us about your cat, because she did make it into the documentary. Funny story about the documentary is Ross, the main producer. I had a metal chair that we'd move around the living room, and he'd sit in it and whatever, and he'd move it somewhere, and she'd sit in it almost like saying, "No, this is my chair," and he'd all the time have to push her off, and he'd move the chair around, and then eventually she'd get back in it again. So yeah, she's a little spoiled brat, but I just thought I'd share a little bit of information about her. And I think on that note, we're going to make a short video today, maybe a 5-minute video, and how important pets help people. I think it's easy for people that are alone to be lonely if they don't have people around them, and so a pet is almost the next best thing to having a friend. So I remember growing up that our dogs were always outside animals, so pets have come a long ways to becoming parts of our family. So it's really weird, the dynamic of having pets that you love more than some family members sometimes. So just remember to take care of them and be passionate, and that when the time comes to say goodbye, make sure you don't lengthen it just for your own need. Take in consideration if they're suffering. So, and I've had to put down a couple animals, and it's hard. I get it, it's hard, but it's the responsible thing to do as owners to actually put them down when they're suffering. So, and I know a lot of people out there have a hard time with that, my wife included. There was a time where she had a dog that we were thinking about having it put down, and in retrospect, after twice actually, in retrospect, we really wish we would have done it when we took her in, opposed to the suffering. So anyway, thanks for checking in today. See you tomorrow with episode 6.